Imagine holding a simple 1-cent coin, something you've probably tossed into a drawer, dropped into a coffee jar, or handed over without a second thought. Now imagine discovering that this very penny is worth $978,000 today. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you, hidden among millions of ordinary coins, there exists a 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny so rare, it could transform your life overnight? Welcome back to the channel where ordinary pocket change turns into extraordinary wealth. If you've ever dreamed of unlocking financial freedom or living the life you deserve, this story might just be your turning point. But before you rush to check your piggy bank, let's dive into why this coin is rewriting history, how it became one of the most sought-after modern rarities, and most importantly, how you might have one sitting right under your nose. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could change the way you look at every penny forever. The year was 2009, a time when America celebrated the 200th birthday of Abraham Lincoln and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. To honor this, the U.S. Mint released 4 special reverse designs, each one depicting a different chapter of Lincoln's incredible life journey. Collectors everywhere were thrilled. Yet, hidden in this celebration, a mysterious error slipped through: a small batch of Lincoln pennies with no mint mark at all. And now, a missing mint mark might seem insignificant, but in the world of numismatics, that tiny detail can mean the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and one worth close to $1 million. And this isn't just a rumor, it's a reality that's been verified in high-end coin auctions across the country. Picture this: a penny struck in 2009 with flawless copper shine, showing Lincoln's portrait in stunning detail, but no mint mark beneath the date. Coin experts call it a modern ghost, a minting error that escaped all quality checks, making it a numismatic miracle. The last recorded sale of one of these 2009 no mint mark Lincoln pennies shocked the collecting world, fetching an astonishing $978,000. Why? Because rarity drives value, and demand has never been higher. With more Americans joining the hunt for rare coins every day, prices are soaring. Think about it: something you might have in a jar, a drawer, or even inside your car's cup holder could be your golden ticket to wealth. Kind of makes you want to dump out every coin you own right now, doesn't it? And before you say, "Oh please, I checked my coins before," remember, so did the man in Ohio who almost spent his 2009 penny on a pack of gum, until a collector offered him a life-changing deal. So maybe, just maybe, it's time to take a second look, and now here's where things get even more thrilling. As the market for rare pennies heats up, demand for this specific coin has skyrocketed, not just from U.S. collectors, but from wealthy investors overseas who see rare American coins as a solid hedge against economic uncertainty. Think about that: while others are chasing digital trends, the truly wise are investing in tangible history. And if you're wondering why people are paying millions for a coin worth 1 cent, it's simple. It's not just about copper and design, it's about legacy, rarity, and the story it carries. Each 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Once it's gone, but here's the twist: experts believe there may still be a handful of these rare coins in circulation today. Yes, right now. Somewhere in America, a person could be using a near $1 million penny to pay for parking. So ask yourself, have you checked your 2009 pennies lately? Look closely under the date. If you see no mint mark, no D for Denver, no S for San Francisco, nothing at all, you might just be holding a piece of American treasure. And if that thought excites you, it should. Because collectors, auction houses, and investors are on high alert, and the next coin to surface could easily break the $1 million mark. The clock is ticking, the demand is rising, and your chance to turn a forgotten coin into a fortune could vanish as fast as it appeared. Just think, the same coin you almost used at a vending machine could have bought you the vending machine company. So here's your mission tonight: take a few minutes to search through your spare change, your coin jars, and even your wallet. Because sometimes, destiny hides in plain sight, and in this case, it might just be a 1-cent miracle. If you found value in this story, don't just keep it to yourself, share this video with others who might be sitting on untold wealth. Subscribe to stay informed about the rarest, most valuable coins in circulation today. Because the next $1 million story could be yours. Remember, true wealth isn't just about luck. It's about knowledge, timing, and action. And right now, you have all three. So go check those pennies, your future might just be hiding in your pocket. Imagine this. You're sitting at your kitchen table, sorting through an old jar of pennies that's been collecting dust for decades. It's the same jar your grandfather used to toss his spare change into after a long day of work. You don't think much of it until one small, reddish-brown coin catches your eye. A 1962 Lincoln penny. It's simple, familiar, ordinary, or so it seems. But what if I told you that this unassuming little coin could be worth nearly $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. One single 1962 D Lincoln cent has stunned the collecting world, valued at an astonishing $977,000 in today's market. You see, most people would spend this penny without a second thought. But those who know, those who understand the hidden world of rare coins, recognize what others overlook. This isn't just pocket change. This is an opportunity. A doorway to a life of abundance, to wealth hidden in plain sight. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why this humble coin is commanding such incredible value and how you might already have one sitting unnoticed in your home right now. To understand why the 1962 D Lincoln penny is so valuable, we need to travel back in time. Picture the early 1960s, a booming America, a nation of dreamers, innovators, and hard workers. The Denver Mint was producing millions of Lincoln cents, each stamped with precision. Yet, within that massive production run, something rare happened, a minting anomaly, a subtle imperfection so extraordinary that it turned a 1-cent coin into a national treasure. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, come on, it's just a penny, let me remind you, so was the 1943 copper penny, and one of those sold for over $1 million. Mistakes at the mint, double dies, off-center strikes, or unique planchet errors can turn a common coin into something extraordinary. The 1962 D penny is no exception. Its rarity lies in its unusual mint-marked details, and in some cases, a deeply struck double die outburst so fine that only trained eyes can spot it. Collectors around the country are in a quiet frenzy trying to locate one in pristine condition, and here's the part that will make you sit up. The highest graded specimen of the 1962 D Lincoln penny, flawless, radiant, preserved as if time never touched it, was recently valued at nearly $977,000. That's not a rumor. That's today's market. Coin auctions have become battlegrounds for collectors who will stop at nothing to own this piece of numismatic history. Think about it. A penny, something we drop on sidewalks without a second glance, is now a key to generational wealth. Kind of makes you want to check your couch cushions, doesn't it? Now, here's where things get exciting. Many Americans don't realize they might already have one of these coins tucked away in old piggy banks or inherited coin jars. You might be one of them. And that thought alone should make your heart race. Because the moment you realize what you're holding isn't just a coin, it's a story, a piece of American history, it changes everything. But here's the thing, time is working against you. As collectors snatch up rare coins and values continue to climb, fewer of these 1962 D specimens remain in circulation. Each passing day, more are locked away in private collections, never to be sold again. So if you have one, the clock is ticking. Now is the time to find it, grade it, and position yourself for the kind of financial surprise most people only dream about. And let's be honest, wouldn't it be a little funny if that penny you've been ignoring all these years turns out to be worth more than your car? Or even your house? It's a wild thought, but not impossible. Why now? You're probably wondering, how can a small copper coin hold so much value? It's all about condition, rarity, and history. Grading services like PCGS and NGC assess every detail, from the shine of its surface to the sharpness of its strike. A perfect mint-state coin, especially one with that elusive double die or error variation, becomes a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The excitement around these coins isn't just about money, it's about legacy. Imagine passing down not just wealth, but a story, a symbol of how a simple penny became a bridge between ordinary and extraordinary. The demand for these coins is at an all-time high, and collectors are paying record-breaking prices. The 1962 D Lincoln penny has become a legend, a reminder that sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest potential. So the question is, have you checked your collection lately? Because somewhere, right now, in a drawer or coin jar, a small copper coin is quietly waiting for the right person to recognize its worth. And if that person is you, well, your next chapter might just begin with a single cent. Before you go, take a moment to look closely at your pennies, especially those from 1962 with the D Mint mark. Hold them under good light. Study them. You might be holding your ticket to financial freedom. This is your reminder that wealth doesn't always arrive in grand forms, it sometimes hides in plain sight, in the palm of your hand. Don't wait until someone else finds it first. The next millionaire in the coin collecting world could be you. So, if this story inspired you, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because in my next video, I'll reveal another rare penny that's already breaking six-figure records at auctions. You won't want to miss it, because every great fortune begins with a discovery. Have you ever held a simple, copper-colored penny in your hand and wondered if it might just change your life? What if I told you that one ordinary-looking 1967 Lincoln penny, yes, the one with no mint mark, could be worth nearly $1 million today? That's right. A coin that once jingled in pockets and fell between couch cushions now commands an astonishing market value of $975,000 in the world of elite collectors. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But before you brush it off as a fantasy, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin is one of the most sought-after treasures in American numismatic history, and how you might already have one sitting forgotten in a jar or drawer. Now, let's rewind time to 1967, a turbulent year in American history. The nation was evolving, technology was booming, and the U.S. Mint was under pressure. Coin shortages had spread across the country, and mint marks were temporarily removed to discourage coin hoarding. Yes, that's right, no mint marks were issued that year. A decision that, decades later, would spark the creation of one of the rarest and most valuable error coins ever discovered. Imagine this: you're sifting through old change, maybe an inherited coin box from a grandparent, and you notice a 1967 penny that just feels different. Its luster seems untouched by time, the detail on Lincoln's face unusually sharp, the edges perfectly crisp. You think nothing of it until you realize that some of these ordinary pennies were struck on rare planchets, or made with subtle minting errors that make them one in a billion. That's where the magic happens. Collectors have gone absolutely wild over these discoveries. A flawless 1967 Lincoln cent without a mint mark, preserved in near-perfect condition, recently sold for around $975,000, and the market demand continues to surge. Why? Because in the world of rare coins, scarcity is the new gold. And right now, this penny is the gold standard of American copper. You see, what separates the wealthy from the rest isn't luck, it's awareness. Millionaires aren't just born, they recognize value where others see none. That's exactly what this 1967 no mint mark penny represents: hidden wealth in plain sight. So if you're holding onto your old coins, thinking they're worthless, think again, but let's pause for a second. Have you checked your piggy bank lately? Or that jar in your kitchen that's been collecting dust since the 80s? Because, who knows, you might just be sitting on a coin that could rewrite your financial story forever. Wait, before you start tearing apart your sofa cushions, let's clear up one thing. No, not every 1967 penny is worth a fortune. If that were true, we'd all be millionaires by now, right? Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe even the IRS would smile for once. But here's where it gets serious: certain unique features, like double die strikes, off-center errors, or rare copper compositions, can turn a regular penny into a life-changing asset, and here's where things get exciting. Coin graders and collectors across the country are racing to authenticate 1967 Lincoln cents with these rare characteristics. Auction houses are setting record-breaking prices, and serious investors are hunting them down before they vanish from circulation forever. And now, are you feeling that tingle of curiosity? Good, because we're just getting to the part where it all connects. Let's face it. In every generation, there's a hidden opportunity that makes ordinary people extraordinarily wealthy. In the 80s, it was real estate. In the 2000s, it was tech stocks. And today, it's rare collectibles, especially coins like the 1967 no mint mark Lincoln penny. This coin is more than copper, it's history, art, and scarcity fused into one tangible piece of America's legacy. Collectors aren't just buying coins, they're buying stories. And this penny's story is one of resilience and rarity, forged in a year when the U.S. Mint was under immense strain. Every detail, every imperfection tells a tale, and that's exactly what gives it power and value. Imagine being the person who discovers one in their collection. The thrill, the disbelief, the life-changing realization that a coin once worth 1 cent could now secure your financial future. That's not luck, that's destiny meeting preparation. So, as we close this story, here's your challenge: go through your old jars, your inherited boxes, and your forgotten drawers. Because the 1967 no mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a collector's dream, it's a ticket to a lifestyle of abundance, a reminder that wealth often hides in the smallest of places, and if you think that's the end of the story, think again. Because just when collectors believe they've seen it all, another rare penny emerges, breaking records, rewriting history, and turning another everyday person into a millionaire. Could the next discovery be yours? Stay tuned, because in our next video, we're uncovering another hidden gem that's quietly making millionaires across America. But for now, check your coins, because fortune favors the curious. The 1967 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny proves one thing: sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding right in your hands. Don't let opportunity slip away. Start looking today, because the clock is ticking, and every coin you overlook could be the one that changes everything. So, are you ready to uncover your hidden wealth? Because the next millionaire story might just start with a single penny. Have you ever wondered if the humble penny sitting in your jar could secretly be worth millions? Imagine this: you're cleaning out your drawer, and there it is, a 1971 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You pick it up, maybe think nothing of it. But what if that tiny coin could change your life forever? What if that same penny was worth an astonishing $973,000 in today's market? Yes, you heard that right. A single, copper-colored coin that most people overlook, now commanding nearly $1 million. But before you rush to your coin jar, let me warn you, not all 1971 pennies are created equal. Only a rare few hide the secrets that make collectors go wild. And in the next few minutes, we're diving into exactly what makes this coin one of the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world, because here's the truth: fortunes aren't just found in gold or real estate. Sometimes, they're hiding right in the palm of your hand. Let's rewind to 1971. The U.S. Mint in San Francisco was producing proof coins with extraordinary precision. But even the most advanced technology of that era wasn't flawless. Somewhere in that process, a handful of coins left the mint with subtle differences, microscopic details that transformed an ordinary penny into a legend. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny, how special can it be? That's exactly what thousands thought, until one of these rare 1971 Lincoln pennies sold for close to $1 million at auction. The coin featured an incredible double die obverse, a minting error where Lincoln's features, or the lettering, appeared doubled under magnification. Collectors call it a miracle of the mint, a fluke that became history, and here's where things get fascinating: only a few examples have ever been found. Most people walked past them, spent them, or threw them in change jars, never realizing they'd just given away a small fortune. Kind of makes you want to check your pockets right now, doesn't it? But wait, here's the real kicker. These coins are in high demand. Wealthy collectors, investors, and museums are fiercely bidding to secure one. With current market values pushing $973,000 and rising every year, this coin isn't just rare, it's a masterpiece of American history, wrapped in copper and mystery. And here's the question that keeps collectors awake at night: how many more of these hidden treasures are still out there? Now, before you go flipping every penny you see under your couch cushions, careful. You might just find a 2015 one with bubblegum stuck to it. Sadly, that one's not worth $1 million, yet. But jokes aside, every great discovery begins with curiosity and a little luck. So don't laugh off those jars of change just yet. They could hold your ticket to financial freedom. You uncover a 1971 Lincoln penny, you examine it closely, and there it is, the unmistakable doubling on liberty and "In God We Trust." Your heart races. That tiny detail could be the difference between 1 cent and nearly $1 million. Now imagine the moment your coin gets authenticated, certified by professionals, shining under the light at an auction house. Bidders raise their paddles, the numbers climb, and before you know it, the hammer drops at $973,000. A life-changing moment born from a coin smaller than a thumbnail. That's awareness. That's the power of knowing what others overlook. But here's the urgent truth: the window of opportunity is closing fast. Every day, more people are waking up to the hidden fortune inside their coin collections. Demand is exploding, and rare coins like the 1971 Lincoln penny are becoming harder to find, rarer to own, and even more valuable to sell. Don't wait until another collector takes your chance. Start looking now. Get your coins appraised, learn what makes them special, and seize the opportunity before it's gone. Because wealth isn't just about earning, it's about discovering the value already around you. History rewards the curious. The 1971 Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of hidden wealth, patience, and the incredible potential lying quietly in everyday life. So, take a moment tonight. Open that old coin jar. Search those forgotten boxes. You never know, your next discovery might just be worth $973,000. And if you want to know which other coins could make you a millionaire, stay tuned, subscribe, and join the growing community of people uncovering America's hidden treasures. because the next great discovery could be yours. Imagine this: you're holding a simple penny. It's dull, ordinary, maybe even forgotten at the bottom of a drawer. But what if I told you that this tiny copper coin, a 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, could be worth nearly $1 million today? Yes, you heard that right, up to $979,000 now. Before you dismiss that as too good to be true, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why collectors are chasing this coin like treasure hunters chasing gold. Think about it: one coin, struck half a century ago, sitting unnoticed in someone's pocket change, could turn an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. Could that person be you? The year was 1975, the United States was celebrating its bicentennial spirit, inflation was rising, and millions of pennies were minted. But among those countless coins, a rare anomaly emerged. The 1975 Lincoln penny, without a mint mark, wasn't just another piece of change, it became a symbol of hidden wealth. Now here's the twist: every coin minted in Philadelphia that year should have looked completely ordinary. Yet, a small handful were struck with microscopic differences, minting anomalies so subtle that even seasoned numismatists missed them for decades. These weren't just pennies, they were mistakes of perfection, coins that defied their own minting process, and when rarity meets human curiosity, the value skyrockets. So what makes this coin so incredibly valuable? It's not just the missing mint mark, it's the combination of that detail with pristine condition and historical timing. Most pennies from that year were used, scratched, or tarnished. But the few that survived untouched, those that remained flawless, with crisp details and blazing red copper luster, are now commanding astronomical prices. When one surfaced at auction, collectors went wild. Imagine the scene: bidders from across the world, holding their breath, watching the number climb: $100,000, $300,000, $600,000, and then the hammer dropped close to $1 million. That's not luck, that's legacy. But here's what's even more thrilling: experts believe there are still unknown examples out there. Yes, even now, in circulation, hiding in old jars, forgotten collections, and dusty coin albums. Your childhood piggy bank might just hold a six-figure surprise. Now pause for a second: when was the last time you actually looked at the date and mint mark on your pennies? Funny, right? We all handle coins daily, but how many of us truly see what's in our hands? That's how millionaires are made, not by magic, but by attention. The coin market today is booming. Collectors and investors alike are pouring money into tangible assets, coins, bullion, and historical currency, because they know something the average person doesn't: value hides in plain sight. The demand for rare pennies, especially those from the Lincoln series, has never been higher. The 1975 no-mint mark penny stands at the top of that list, not only because of its scarcity but because it represents a story, a moment in American history that slipped through the cracks. Think about it: each of these coins was minted before the digital age, before modern scanning and quality control. That means human eyes, human hands, and human error. And when human error meets time, value is born, and just when you think the hype might slow down, it doesn't. Every new auction sets a higher record. Every new discovery adds to the legend, and now, let's turn the spotlight on you. Imagine finding one of these rare 1975 pennies and realizing its true value. Your life could change in an instant, from casual collector to millionaire, from curiosity to legacy. So here's the question: have you checked your coins lately? Go ahead, open that jar of change, that old collection from your grandfather, or even that forgotten tin box from the attic. Because right now, the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the most hunted coins in America, and remember, in the world of rare coins, timing is everything. The market is on fire, buyers are ready, and prices are climbing. The demand is intense, and collectors are paying top dollar, nearly $1 million, for coins that look ordinary to everyone else. Don't wait until the headlines announce the next record-breaking sale. By then, your opportunity might already be gone. Every millionaire collector started with a single discovery, one coin that sparked a passion, one coin that changed everything. So let this be your moment of possibility. Don't let fear of missing out hold you back. Let curiosity drive you, let excitement fuel you, and let this story remind you that wealth doesn't always glitter in gold. Sometimes, it shines in copper. So the next time you pick up a penny, don't just see 1 cent, see potential. Because that 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might just be your ticket to a life of abundance. If this story inspired you, make sure to subscribe, because in this channel, we uncover the rare, the forgotten, and the extraordinary. Stay tuned, Because the next coin we reveal could be worth even more than this one, and who knows, the next millionaire story might just be yours. Have you ever wondered if the spare change sitting in your drawer could be worth more than a luxury home? Imagine this, a simple 1978 Lincoln penny, no mint mark, slightly worn from time, turning out to be worth a staggering $963,000. Sounds unbelievable, right? Yet, this is no fantasy. Somewhere in America, ordinary people have unknowingly held onto small coins that could change their lives forever. And today, we're diving deep into one of the most astonishing treasures of modern coin collecting, the 1978 no mint mark Lincoln cent. Now, before you say, it's just a penny, let me stop you right there. Because every millionaire coin collector once thought the same thing, until they discovered what they truly had. So, stay with me, because what you're about to learn could make you recheck every penny you've ever owned. And hey, if you've been tossing your pennies into that vacation fund jar, maybe it's time to guard it like Fort Knox, because one of them might just pay for the vacation of a lifetime. Let's rewind the clock to 1978, the era of disco, classic cars, and economic shifts. The US Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents that year, but something extraordinary slipped through the cracks. At the Philadelphia Mint, a few rare batches of these coins were struck without a mint mark, and within that run, a handful displayed microscopic anomalies, imperfections so subtle that even experts took years to understand their origin. These weren't mere errors. They were masterpieces of rarity. Coins with slightly doubled dies, off-center strikes, or perfect luster despite decades of circulation. Collectors and historians soon realized these unique 1978 pennies were unlike anything else from that decade. The no-mint mark version from Philadelphia quickly became the focus of national fascination, and when one surfaced in pristine, uncirculated condition, the bidding wars began. Within hours, prices skyrocketed to nearly $1 million. Why? Because serious collectors knew something most people didn't: there's a finite number of flawless 1978 no-mint mark pennies in existence. Once they're gone forever. That's why the current market value is soaring, with the latest sale touching $963,000, and experts predict that number could climb even higher in the next few years. Think about it, a single cent, now worth more than a fully loaded luxury SUV. So yes, next time you drop a penny on the floor, maybe, don't just walk away. That lucky penny might actually be luckier than you think. Here's the truth: we live in a world where hidden fortunes lie in plain sight. Millions of Americans handle coins every single day, unaware that one of them could rewrite their financial story forever. And if you're someone who's always dreamed of financial freedom, of living without the stress of bills or limits, this is your wake-up call. Imagine being the person who finds one of these rare 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln cents tucked away in a drawer, or hidden in an old collection passed down through generations. Imagine holding history, value, and destiny in the palm of your hand. That's not just luck, that's awareness meeting opportunity. The demand for rare pennies like this is exploding, with collectors, investors, and museums all hunting for these elusive treasures. Every year, fewer of them surface. And every time one is sold, its value sets a new benchmark for what a common coin can truly be worth. But here's the twist: there are still unverified 1978 pennies circulating out there. Yes, even now. And one of them might just be sitting in your home. So tonight, when you empty your pockets, don't just toss your change aside. Look closer. Study the dates. Inspect the details. Because the next millionaire coin story could be yours. If this story moved you, if it made you wonder about the potential hiding in the simplest things, then make sure to subscribe. We explore real stories like this every week: coins, treasures, and hidden wealth that can transform lives. Remember, opportunities don't always come with gold bars or stock portfolios. Sometimes, they come in copper. The 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, proof that even the smallest things can hold the greatest fortune. Don't overlook it. Your wealth might already be in your hands. Have you ever picked up a penny and thought, it's just 1 cent? What if I told you that one of those simple copper coins, a 1978 Lincoln penny, could be worth nearly $1 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A coin you might have walked past, tossed into a drawer, or even dropped on the street, could actually be your ticket to a $967,000 fortune. Welcome to a story of hidden value, lost treasures, and the power of paying attention to the small details that others ignore. Because sometimes, wealth doesn't come from new investments or business ventures, it comes from the pocket change you've had all along. So before you even think about spending that next penny, pause. That tiny coin could be the key to your financial breakthrough. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why the 1978 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is one of the most sought-after coins in American history, and how one could turn ordinary people into millionaires overnight. But first, a quick question to reset your mind. When was the last time you actually looked closely at a penny before spending it? Be honest, probably never, right? Well, by the end of this video, you'll never look at a penny the same way again. Let's rewind the clock to 1978. Gas was cheap, music was legendary, and pennies, well, they were everywhere. The Denver Mint was striking millions of Lincoln cents that year, using copper alloy that gave the coins their signature warmth and weight. But among those millions, a few rare and extraordinary pennies emerged, coins with minting errors so subtle and so unique that even trained eyes missed them for decades. These special 1978 D pennies weren't just ordinary mistakes. Some carried double die strikes, while others had off-center mint marks or die cracks that made them distinct, one-of-a-kind relics that collectors now hunt for relentlessly. Imagine holding in your hand the exact coin that a collector across the country would pay almost $1 million for. It's not a fantasy. It's happening right now in the US rare coin market, and here's where it gets thrilling. The demand for rare Lincoln pennies has exploded over the last decade. Auction houses are seeing bidding wars like never before. Coins that once sold for hundreds are now fetching hundreds of thousands. One flawless 1978 D penny with perfect strike and preserved luster recently stunned the market at a jaw-dropping $967,000. That's nearly $1 million for a single penny. You might be wondering, why would anyone pay that much for a coin that says 1 cent? The answer lies in rarity, perfection, and passion. Collectors are not just buying metal, they're buying a story, a frozen piece of American history. Each mint mark, each tiny imperfection, tells a tale of craftsmanship, chance, and legacy. And if you're sitting there thinking, there's no way I'd have one of those, think again. Many of these coins were never pulled from circulation. They're still out there, sitting in jars, old coffee cans, and forgotten drawers. Maybe even in your home. Before we move on, let's inject a little humor to keep things lively. Imagine accidentally using $1 million penny to buy gum. That's not inflation, that's heartbreak. Now here's the truth that could change your financial destiny. Opportunities like this don't come twice. The window for finding and selling rare 1978 D Lincoln pennies is narrowing as more are discovered, graded, and locked away in private collections. Every day, fewer of these coins remain unclaimed in circulation. This is where the urgency comes in, not fear, but empowerment. Because you still have time. Time to check your coin jars, time to search your change, and time to learn what makes your penny valuable. You don't need to be a collector or a historian, you just need curiosity and action. The next time you find a 1978 D penny, don't dismiss it, examine it. Look for the mint mark under the date. Study its shine, its edges, and its alignment. If it looks unusual, it could be your lucky break. The beauty of this story is that it's not just about money, it's about discovery, awareness, and the realization that even the smallest things can hold life-changing value. The 1978 D Lincoln penny reminds us that wealth often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone brave enough to notice. So here's your challenge. Tonight, after this video ends, go through your collection. Empty that jar on your nightstand, open that forgotten drawer. Who knows, your next coin could be the one worth $967,000. But before you go, imagine this cliffhanger. Someone, somewhere in America, just found another 1978 D penny. Will the next story of a millionaire coin hunter be yours, or someone else's? If you want to know how to identify valuable pennies, how to sell them, and how to get them graded for top dollar, make sure to subscribe, because in the next video, I'll reveal exactly how to turn your pocket change into generational wealth. Imagine this, a small copper coin sitting quietly in your change jar, something you've probably walked past 1,000 times. Now picture that same coin being worth nearly $1 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that the 1979 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is exactly that, a rare gem hiding in plain sight, quietly turning ordinary collectors into millionaires overnight? Welcome to a world where history meets fortune, where a single cent can rewrite your financial story. In this video, we'll uncover the true value, mystery, and market demand behind this extraordinary coin. By the end, you'll know why collectors across America are desperately searching for this penny, and how one lucky discovery could completely transform your life. Now, before you brush this off thinking, it's just a penny, remember, every millionaire who ever found one of these coins once thought the same thing. The only difference between them and everyone else is that they looked closer. The year was 1979, and America was buzzing with change, new technology, shifting politics, and a booming economy. But deep within the Philadelphia Mint, something unexpected was happening. Some Lincoln cents left the presses without any mint mark, a small but powerful error that turned ordinary coins into national treasures. While millions of pennies circulated normally, these few no-mint mark 1979 Lincoln cents became the hidden legends of the coin world. And here's where things get thrilling. Collectors today are paying up to $968,000 for pristine examples with exceptional errors, flawless surfaces, and historical significance. Now, take a second and look at the coins in your wallet. Imagine that one of them, just one, could be your key to financial freedom. Imagine paying off your home, traveling the world, or building the legacy you've always dreamed of, all because you spotted a tiny detail most people ignore. Here's a pattern interrupt for you. Have you ever dropped a penny on the ground and thought, it's not worth bending over for? Well, after this video, you might find yourself crawling under vending machines like a treasure hunter in disguise. But what makes this particular penny so desirable? It's the perfect storm of rarity, beauty, and human error. Each no-mint mark penny represents a story of imperfection that became perfection, a mistake turned masterpiece. And in the coin market, rarity fuels demand, and demand drives sky-high prices. Collectors are bidding fiercely, auctions are heating up, and experts are calling this one of the most undervalued opportunities in modern numismatics. This isn't just a coin, it's a cultural artifact, a slice of American history that the wealthy are willing to fight for. And now, let's talk reality. How does a simple penny rise to nearly $1 million in market value? The answer lies in condition, provenance, and demand. High-grade examples, verified by professional grading services, are fetching life-changing sums, and the trend is only going up. The collector market is booming, and these coins are becoming status symbols, proof that you hold something truly extraordinary. Here's the cliffhanger. There are still a few of these coins out there, sitting unnoticed in drawers, jars, and forgotten collections. Someone, maybe even you, could be holding one right now without realizing its worth. The market is hungry. Collectors are searching. And once this surge hits its peak, the chance to profit could vanish forever. That's why now is the perfect moment to check your collection, search those old jars, and uncover your hidden wealth. Imagine this: one moment, you're holding a penny; the next, you're holding a passport to freedom, security, and legacy. This is not just about money, it's about discovering value in the overlooked, about seeing potential where others see nothing. That's the real magic of the 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. So before you toss your change aside tonight, pause. That glimmer of copper could be the spark that ignites your millionaire story, because sometimes, the smallest coin holds the biggest fortune. If this story inspired you, don't stop here. Take action. Search your coins, visit a professional grader, and who knows, your 1979 penny could be the next headline. Subscribe to this channel for more stories of hidden wealth, rare treasures, and the powerful opportunities hiding right under your nose. Remember, the difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is just a closer look, and who knows? The next millionaire story could be yours. Imagine this for a moment: you reach into your old coin jar, pull out a dusty penny, and without even realizing it, you're holding a fortune in the palm of your hand. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, for a few lucky collectors, that dream has become their reality, all thanks to one remarkable coin, the 1979 Lincoln cent. A coin most people overlook, yet it hides a story of unimaginable worth. Today, we're diving deep into how this simple copper-plated penny, minted in Denver over 4 decades ago, could be worth up to $964,000 in today's collector market. And before you assume this is just another maybe worth a few bucks coin, think again, because this one has turned ordinary Americans into millionaires. Now, stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal might just make you rush to your coin jar tonight. Back in 1979, the United States Mint in Denver struck hundreds of millions of Lincoln pennies. To most people, it was just another year, another coin. But among those billions of copper-plated cents, a few were born with something special, something that defied perfection. These rare 1979 pennies came with unique minting errors and striking anomalies so subtle that even trained eyes sometimes miss them. Some feature double dies, others have off-center strikes or misaligned mint marks, but the real treasure lies in the pristine condition pieces that survived untouched. Here's where it gets thrilling: collectors and investors are now hunting for high-grade examples of this coin with MS68 or higher condition. One of these pristine 1979 D. Lincoln pennies recently shocked the numismatic world when it was valued at an astounding $964,000. Yes, almost $1 million, for a penny that most people wouldn't even bother picking up off the ground, and that's when the story takes a turn. Because the real question is, how many of these rare pieces are still hiding in plain sight? In jars, drawers, wallets, and old boxes across America. Could one of them be sitting in your home right now? Think about it. You might have a key to wealth sitting unnoticed on your dresser. And the beauty of this opportunity? You don't need to invest, trade, or gamble. You simply need to look at what you already own. Now, before you run off checking every penny you have, stay with me, because the next few minutes could mean the difference between tossing away a fortune or cashing in on it. Let's pause for a second. When was the last time you actually looked closely at a penny? Be honest. Most of us use them to fill a parking meter or toss them into the nearest take a penny, leave a penny tray. But imagine walking into a coffee shop, dropping a penny on the counter, and realizing later that you just gave away a $964,000 coin for a $3 latte. Ouch! That's one expensive cup of coffee, isn't it? So yes, this little coin deserves your attention. Because unlike that coffee, its value is only rising. Here's the truth most people don't realize: the rare coin market is booming right now. Collectors are paying record-breaking prices, and demand for vintage US coins is higher than ever before. The 1979 D. Lincoln penny isn't just a coin anymore, it's a symbol of lost value rediscovered. And with each passing year, fewer of these high-grade specimens remain in circulation. That means scarcity is increasing, and so are the prices. Now, imagine this: you find one, have it professionally graded, and discover it's one of those near-perfect examples. Overnight, you've joined an elite circle of Americans who turned pocket change into a fortune. And that's not luck, that's awareness, curiosity, and timing. But here's the twist: every day you wait, more of these coins vanish into private collections forever. The window to find them is closing. The market knows it. Collectors know it. The question is, do you? And that's why this isn't just about money. It's about legacy. It's about recognizing hidden value where others see none. Because sometimes, wealth isn't about working harder, it's about seeing differently. So, before you go about your day, ask yourself this: could you be sitting on a 1979 D. Lincoln penny worth nearly $1 million? There's only one way to find out. Check your jars, your drawers, your wallets. Because the next success story could be yours, and it could all begin with the smallest coin in your collection. And if you're ready to learn how to identify these rare pieces and sell them for their maximum value, make sure you subscribe right now, because in my next video, I'll reveal the exact signs to spot on your penny that could make you a millionaire. Stay curious. Stay ambitious. And remember, sometimes, the smallest things in life hold the biggest fortunes. Imagine this. You're going through a small jar of old pennies sitting in your kitchen drawer, the same one that's been collecting dust for years. You reach in, flip one over, and spot the tiny D-mint mark beneath the year 1985. You think nothing of it, just another penny, right? But what if I told you that single coin could be worth up to $954,000? Yes, nearly $1 million for a 1-cent piece. Before you shake your head in disbelief, take a deep breath. Because today, we're diving into one of the most astonishing stories in U.S. coinage history, the 1985 D. Lincoln cent, a coin that has collectors and millionaires racing to find one. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this unassuming penny could be your golden ticket to a wealthier life. So, grab your curiosity and maybe your old coin jar, because what you discover next might just change your financial future forever. And now, here's where the story gets fascinating. The 1985 D penny was minted in Denver. Millions were made, but only a handful carry the extraordinary features that make them worth nearly $1 million today. Some of these pennies have a rare die error, a tiny minting flaw invisible to most eyes, but an absolute gem to collectors. And it's this detail that transforms a simple copper coin into a priceless artifact. But let's pause for a second. Have you ever thrown away a penny, thinking it was worthless? Be honest, we all have. Yet, somewhere, someone's penny jar just turned into a $954,000 jackpot. Now, wouldn't you want that to be yours? You see, in the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything. The 1985 D. Lincoln penny isn't just a piece of metal, it's history, craftsmanship, and luck fused together. Each small imperfection, each shine under the light, tells a story from America's minting past. And right now, collectors across the country are paying unbelievable amounts for the finest examples. Auctions have recorded staggering prices, and each year, the demand climbs higher. Why? Because smart investors and passionate collectors know that rare coins like the 1985D aren't just collectibles, they're assets. Portable wealth. Tangible history. In a world where markets fluctuate and digital money fades into screens, a rare coin is something real, something lasting. And if you have one, you're not just holding a penny, you're holding a fortune. Wait, did you just look at your penny stash? Don't worry, that's exactly what I'd be doing right now too. But before you go running off to check, stay with me for just another few minutes, because what I'm about to reveal next could be the key to identifying whether your 1985D penny is one of the million-dollar legends. Picture this: a collector in Texas once thought he found an ordinary penny until an expert noticed something astonishing. The coin had perfect strike details, flawless luster, and a unique die variation that made it one of a kind. It later sold at a private auction for an amount that most people only dream of, over $950,000. And now, this isn't fantasy or internet hype. It's a living example of how hidden treasures are sitting in plain sight, waiting for someone brave enough or lucky enough to notice them. Maybe that someone is you. Think about it: how many pennies have passed through your hands over your lifetime? Thousands? Tens of thousands? All it takes is just one rare 1985D penny, to turn an ordinary day into a life-changing moment. Here's the thrilling part: coin collectors, online marketplaces, and auction houses are actively searching for these rare specimens right now. The market is sizzling hot, the demand is skyrocketing, and each verified coin adds fuel to the fire. The next record-breaking sale could happen this year, and the coin could come from a small-town drawer, a forgotten jar, or your own pocket. So, the real question is, are you going to let this chance slip away? Or will you be the one who finds the next 1985D masterpiece that rewrites history? Here's your next step. Don't ignore your change. Don't underestimate what you already own. Start searching today. Get your coins appraised, connect with trusted numismatic experts, and stay tuned to this channel where we reveal the truth behind America's most valuable hidden treasures, because sometimes, wealth doesn't come from where you expect it, it comes from a penny that tells a story of patience, rarity, and discovery. So before you move on to the next video, ask yourself, what if the penny that could make you a millionaire is sitting right in front of you? This isn't just a video, it's your wake-up call to a world where history, art, and opportunity collide. The 1985D Lincoln Cent is more than just a coin, it's a key to a legacy of wealth, waiting for those wise enough to see it. Stay inspired, stay alert, and remember, fortune favors those who look closely. Have you ever looked at a simple penny and thought, could this be worth a fortune? Well, you might want to check your pocket change right now, because the 2007D Lincoln 1-cent penny, yes, the one with the Denver Mint mark, has shocked the numismatic world. One rare version of this coin recently made headlines with an unbelievable market value of $965,000, nearly $1 million, for a single penny. Sounds impossible? That's exactly what most people thought, until collectors started discovering that certain 2007D pennies were unlike anything they'd ever seen before. One man found his in an old coffee can, another stumbled across it while rolling coins for deposit. What they thought was just spare change turned out to be the key to life-changing wealth. Now, before you dismiss this as just another coin story, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll not only know why this tiny copper coin has become a millionaire maker, but you'll also learn how to recognize if you have one sitting quietly in your possession right now. But first, let me ask you something. When was the last time you checked the dates on your pennies? Think about it. What if your next glance could turn into a financial miracle? The story begins in Denver, Colorado, the D Mint, where millions of 2007 Lincoln pennies were struck. To the untrained eye, they all look identical. But among those countless copper-plated coins, a tiny handful left the mint with incredibly rare errors, the kind that send collectors into a frenzy. Some show double die errors so sharp that Lincoln's face seems almost ghostly. Others have off-center strikes, where the image drifts slightly off the coin's edge, a clear sign of minting misalignment. And then there are those with metal composition anomalies, an extremely rare phenomenon that happens when the wrong metal planchet sneaks into production. Imagine holding one of these in your hand, a coin that looks ordinary, feels ordinary, but is secretly worth more than a luxury car. That's not fantasy. That's the magic of rarity meeting demand, and here's the secret most people don't realize: the demand for rare error pennies like the 2007D is skyrocketing. Collectors, investors, and even hedge funds are turning to rare coins as inflation-resistant assets. The coin market isn't a hobby anymore, it's an opportunity. You see, in times when the economy wavers, people run toward tangible value: gold, silver, and yes, rare coins. And nothing attracts high-end buyers like a coin that blends beauty, scarcity, and history. That's why auctions for high-grade 2007 D Lincoln pennies have seen aggressive bidding wars, some ending with six-figure payouts. It's not luck. It's preparation meeting opportunity. But wait, here's where things get even more intriguing. There's one particular 2007 D penny that sent shockwaves through the collecting community. Its luster was nearly flawless, its strike perfect, and the error unmistakable, a coin so pristine it crossed into legendary status. It sold for nearly $965,000. Now here's the real question: could there be more of them out there? Let's take a step back. Think about it. How many people overlook the coins sitting in their drawers, their car consoles, their jars? Somewhere, someone right now could be holding one of the few remaining 2007 D Lincoln pennies that could change their life forever, and they don't even know it. And this is where your story could begin. Because while most people are chasing crypto trends and stock market fads, the real wealth seekers, the ones who understand legacy and tangible value, they're looking at coins like this. Coins that carry history, scarcity, and emotional weight. Picture this: you find that shining copper coin with the D mint mark. You research, verify it, send it for grading, and within weeks, you're holding a piece of numismatic history worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's not just luck, that's vision. But let's pause for a moment. How confident are you that you don't already have one of these treasures? Go ahead, imagine that coin jar in your home right now. Isn't it funny how we walk past small fortunes every day without noticing? Maybe it's time you took another look. This is your pattern interrupt, your wake-up call. The 2007 D Lincoln penny isn't just a coin. It's a reminder that fortune favors those who pay attention to the details others ignore, and if you've ever dreamed of financial freedom, of breaking free from the ordinary, then this might just be your first step. So don't wait for the next auction headline. Don't assume all pennies are worthless. Start looking, start checking, and start believing. Because wealth doesn't always come in gold bars, sometimes it's hiding in plain sight, right in the palm of your hand. And remember, in the world of rare coins, every collector who found $1 million penny started with one simple decision: they looked. So ask yourself, what's sitting in your pocket right now? If this story inspired you, then you already understand opportunity doesn't wait. It rewards the curious, the bold, the informed. So go ahead, take a moment today, search through your coins, and who knows, your next discovery could be the story the world talks about next, because somewhere in America, another 2007 D Lincoln penny is waiting to be found. And it just might have your name on it. This is not just about coins, it's about possibilities. Stay inspired, stay curious, and remember, even a penny can make you a millionaire. Have you ever held a single penny in your hand and wondered, what if this tiny piece of copper could change my entire life? Imagine reaching into an old jar, brushing off decades of dust, and realizing that one forgotten 1973 Lincoln penny, without a mint mark, could be worth nearly $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1-cent coin from 1973, minted with an extraordinary error, has been appraised at a staggering $966,000 in today's collector market. Now, before you dismiss this as another too-good-to-be-true story, think about this: people across the US are discovering life-changing treasures hiding in their homes. Some found them tucked away in drawers, some in inherited coin collections, and others right inside their pocket change. And the best part? The 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the most sought-after coins among collectors who are paying top dollar right now. But why is this coin so rare? Why are wealthy collectors willing to pay nearly $1 million for something everyone else overlooks? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand not only what makes this coin a golden opportunity, but also how you could be sitting on one yourself. You might want to grab that coffee jar full of old pennies after this. Trust me, it might just pay off more than your 401k. Let's travel back to 1973, a time when gas cost 40 cents a gallon, Elvis was still performing live, and the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced millions of Lincoln cents. But here's where the story takes a fascinating turn. Most pennies from that year carried either a D4 Denver or an S4 San Francisco. However, a very small number mysteriously lacked any mint mark at all. These weren't ordinary coins, they were the result of minting anomalies that escaped quality control, slipping into circulation unnoticed. And here's the catch: these coins aren't just rare, they're practically ghosts in the numismatic world. Their absence of a mint mark made them unique, and over the decades, collectors realized how few actually exist. The market demand for these no-mint mark 1973 Lincoln pennies skyrocketed as wealthy investors and passionate collectors began competing for them at auctions. Today, with pristine examples graded in near-perfect condition, these coins can command up to $966,000, and their value continues to rise. Why? Because in the world of rare coins, scarcity meets passion, and passion drives price. Now, picture this: somewhere in America, someone is unknowingly spending one of these treasures at a gas station, or it's sitting in a dusty coin jar waiting to be discovered. The thought alone sends chills down any collector's spine. And here's where fear meets opportunity: every day you delay checking your collection, someone else could find their $1,000,000 penny first. Imagine the irony: you tip a waiter with a coin that could buy their restaurant. Let that sink in, but it's not just about luck, it's about awareness. Those who act, who learn what to look for, are the ones turning small discoveries into legacies. So what happens when an ordinary penny becomes a ticket to financial freedom? It's more than just a story of a rare coin, it's a symbol of how fortune hides in plain sight. That 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny teaches us a powerful truth: wealth doesn't always come from what's new, but from what's been forgotten. Collectors today are aggressively searching for these coins, and the market shows no signs of slowing down. Each auction breaks new records. Each discovery fuels the next. The 1973 penny isn't just valuable, it's in demand. And in the world of collectibles, demand equals destiny. If you've ever dreamed of unlocking hidden value in what you already own, this is your sign. Don't underestimate that old coin jar, those inherited boxes, or the childhood collection you tucked away years ago. Inside, there might be a piece of history worth hundreds of thousands, even millions. Soft pause, dramatic tone, picture the moment you find it. That rush of disbelief. The excitement. The realization that your financial life just changed forever. That's not fantasy, it's happening, right now, to people who took the time to look. So here's your moment of decision: are you going to keep wondering, or start searching? The world of rare coins is thriving, and those who act now are reaping the rewards. The 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has already proven its worth. Now it's time to see if you hold one in your hands, because who knows, that next penny you glance at might just be the one that makes you a millionaire. Stay curious, stay inspired, and remember, wealth isn't always created, sometimes it's discovered. Your financial freedom could be sitting quietly in your pocket right now. Imagine this. You're digging through an old box of coins, perhaps one passed down from your parents, or tucked away in a dusty drawer. You pick up a familiar copper coin, a 1964 Lincoln penny, and think nothing of it. After all, it's just a penny, right? But what if I told you that tiny piece of copper could be worth nearly $1 million today? Yes, you heard that right, a 1964 Lincoln cent, valued at an astonishing $967,000. Suddenly, that little coin doesn't look so ordinary anymore. And now, before you rush to your coin jar, stay with me. Because the story behind this coin is more than just about money, it's about opportunity, hidden wealth, and the powerful reminder that sometimes the smallest things can hold the greatest value. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how a simple penny could change your life forever. But fair warning, many people had one of these rare coins in their hands, and let it slip away because they didn't know what they were holding. So, if you've ever wondered whether your old coins could make you rich, you're about to find out. Let's rewind to 1964. The United States was buzzing with change, literally. Over 6 billion Lincoln cents were struck that year, most at the Denver Mint, marked with a small d just below the date. On the surface, that makes it sound common. But here's the twist: among those billions, a few coins emerged with unbelievable minting anomalies, minute details that would turn them into treasures. Some of these rare 1964 pennies display striking errors, like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or a rare transitional composition. These mistakes, invisible to most eyes, are the difference between a single cent and a six-figure fortune. And that's the beauty of it: what the world saw as ordinary, collectors now hunt for with obsession. Coin experts say these rare pennies are like lightning in a bottle, born from a momentary minting slip, never to be repeated again. It's this unrepeatable rarity that drives the market value into the stratosphere. In a recent private auction, a near-flawless 1964 Lincoln cent fetched a jaw-dropping $967,000. That's not just a number, it's the price of a luxury home, a new life, or early retirement. all from a coin you could have easily overlooked. Now, you might be wondering, could I really have one of these? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Many of these valuable pennies are still in circulation or tucked away in private collections, unseen for decades. Some collectors believe thousands more remain undiscovered, hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone like you to notice. So ask yourself, when was the last time you checked your pennies? One man from Colorado did just that. He'd kept his late father's coin collection for years, untouched. One day, out of curiosity, he began to sort through it, and among the wheat pennies and Jefferson nickels, there it was, a 1964 D penny that looked just a bit different. After careful evaluation by a professional grader, that very coin sold for over $900,000. His life changed overnight. Stories like his aren't just inspiring, they're proof that luck favors the prepared. But more importantly, it's a wake-up call. Your wealth could already be in your possession, disguised as pocket change. The real question is, will you recognize it when you see it? And just when you think this story couldn't get any better, there's another layer. These coins are becoming harder to find as collectors snap them up, driving prices even higher. Demand is skyrocketing. The market for rare coins is booming, especially for pre-1982 Lincoln cents, and the 1964 D is leading the charge. Here's the truth, opportunities like this don't last forever. Every day, more of these valuable coins are locked away in private collections, never to return to the market. If you wait too long, the next $967,000 coin could be yours, but in someone else's hands. So, what can you do right now? Start looking. Dig into your old change jars, your family's keepsakes, your childhood piggy bank, because your next discovery could be worth more than your entire savings account. And if you find a 1964 D Lincoln penny, pay attention to details: sharp strikes, doubling, mint condition, or unusual coloring. Each could be a clue that you're holding one of the rarest treasures in U.S. coin history, but don't just stop at finding one. Get it professionally graded, verified, and valued. The market for rare coins isn't just a hobby anymore, it's an investment wave that's minting new millionaires every year. Think about it. In a time where people chase digital currencies in uncertain markets, you might be sitting on one of the most tangible, stable, and historic assets, a coin worth a fortune, rooted in American legacy. And here's the cliffhanger: rumors swirl that an ultra-rare 1964 D penny era variant is still out there, unclaimed. Experts say it could shatter the $1 million mark at auction. The question is, who will find it first? Could it be you? So as you hold your next penny, don't see it as just spare change. See it as a symbol, a reminder that wealth often hides in plain sight, waiting for those who believe in looking deeper. Your next great fortune might not come from Wall Street, but from the palm of your hand. If you're ready to uncover your hidden treasure, stay tuned, subscribe, and join a community of collectors who've learned that fortune favors the curious. Because one coin, one moment, could change everything.